Hey, good news! Now you can start investing in shares from your phone, no matter where you are in the world. And in this video, I'm going to show you a step-by-step process to get you right there. This is my personal opinion, and you can also share your own below in the comment section. And by the way, this is not a sponsored video, by the way, but I think AIB Axys have done a great job at giving us a great application that is simple enough for everyone to use without messy interfaces or complex steps to follow in order to start trading in shares. In this video, we shall look at everything in summary as we review this Digitrader, from downloading and registration to the overview of the app to the shares and options available to determine which shares to buy, how to top up your account, how to buy and sell shares, and how to check your portfolio for growth or decline, and finally how to withdraw your funds or profits. Allow me to note at this point that there are a few things that you need or must know about investing in shares before you start the journey. And if you're a beginner, and this will help you ascertain that this is the right vehicle to achieve your investment objectives or goals. And because of that, I have done this video to help you, and the link will be on the description to get better informed. Well, the app we are talking about is the AIB Digitrader app that I mentioned in my previous video. I already mentioned how to get it on Play Store or App Store and download it, plus how to register in the video. So if you didn't check it out, I suggest that you go and do. Well, once installed and registered the app on your phone, you will need to log in, and this is the screen that you will be brought to. Simple and straightforward. For a brief overview, among what you need to note and remember is Market Watch for the list of companies trading, available funds where you look at balances and available money in your market, trade where you initiate a buy or a sell, but I will show you a better way to trade in a few, modify stroke cancel where you make changes to pending transactions, order status where you can observe transactions whether they have been accepted or are pending or are cancelled, portfolio valuation where you can see all the shares in your possession and their current value, executions to see a list of all buys and sells within a given time frame or timeline of your choice. Statements gives you a full financial breakdown of all the money activities in and out of your accounts with details of top-ups, withdrawals and purchases of shares. Fund transfer for deposits and withdrawals of money into your account. And finally, news and get in touch are, I think, self-explanatory. Please note that when navigating in the app, whenever you select any icon or option in order to get back to the main page, don't use the back button down there. Instead, you need to click on the home icon up there over there to get back to the home interface or the main interface. Oh, and at this point, please take a second to like and subscribe if you're learning something so far. Let's continue. Now, how do you get to the shares, or which are the shares that you should buy as a beginner? For this, don't forget to watch this video I just posted, as it will help you a lot in making this decision. But for purposes of learning, assuming I want to invest in KenGen, the next step that I need to take is to come to my app here and select on this icon called Market Watch. This will expose a list of companies that are available and trading, but as you can see, they appear in abbreviation or in their short form. By the way, if the short form of the company name is not familiar, you can select it and see the full details. But another easier way to go to is to go to Google and type something like the share name of KenGen, and Google will help you come up with the short form so that you don't get confused here. In our case, KenGen is KEGN, so I can scroll down to it. Remember, at this point, you will see three prices. First is the last price, usually the price it closed the previous day at. Then high, which is the highest price it's been sold for in that particular day. And then low, which is the lowest price that is available or has been accepted at that particular day. Remember, this is a market, and therefore you can buy at either the current price offer or you can offer your own price. But remember, it has to be within acceptable ranges. But my advice, if you're buying or selling, give a good offer or take one that is already available to close your sale the soonest possible. So considering the current price or your preferred offer price, now you can calculate how much you need to top up based on the number of shares that you want or the maximum amount that you can afford. At this point, let me teach you three things all at once. How to know how much to top up or deposit, and how to actually do the deposits, and finally how to trade or buy your shares. And I'm going to combine all this because the processes are running all at the same time and I want to avoid repeating each and every step. So back to my Kengen and I select it and look at the prices. If I'm buying and choose to go with what's available there, and then I look here at the supply column and choose the best price or least price on the list. I will then go down here to the trade icon and select it. You will notice that you will be brought to the place new order page. I'll ensure it's at buy over here. Then the name of the share is correct as shown here. For a normal or ET normal as indicated, quantity should be in multiples of 100 shares and the minimum being 100. So for 100 shares, in my case, I type 100 here, and remember the price, I type it right here as well. Automatically, the order value populates of how much it will cost me. And you can see it right here. But that's not all. There are charges that I need to know about that will take the price slightly higher. By the way, charges are how companies make money, so stop feeling bad about it. Next, select a date by which you wish to have the offer closed or taken, as you can see right here. Remember, if you go with an already offered price, the buys are almost instant, but if you give a bad price, then you might need to wait for a longer period for someone to take up your offer, if they ever do. After that, press on buy, and the next window will show you all the fees included plus the final total or the net total. Please note that once you do the deposit, this is where you will press submit to complete the order. So now that I have the figure to top up, I will go here and click on home and come to fund transfer. Under deposit, I choose Lipa na M-Pesa, but you can choose bank transfer or check as well, depending on your preferred way of depositing. But Lipa na M-Pesa is instant, convenient, and quick for me. Next, I enter my M-Pesa number and the amount I want to deposit. As soon as I click on deposit, I will receive an M-Pesa prompt on my phone to put my M-Pesa PIN. And in a few minutes, I can refresh and see my balance already reflected there. Well, now I can go back to the steps that we've already gone through together to complete buying my Kengen shares. Please note that selling is also similar, and to withdraw, you will need to go through the same steps, but only selecting withdraw instead of deposits in the fund transfer icon. If you've come all this way, then I have a video to show you how to do the same process I started investing in real estate with below 1K, and I'll be earning rent annually. So if you would like to know how you can also become a real estate investor by buying some specific shares, come watch this video next and learn how to start investing. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe if you're yet to, and see you in the next video.